Our next story is on the Desert Christian baseball team, but it's not a baseball story, it's a human story.
Yeah, what you're about to see was hard for the team to tell, but not as difficult as the adversity the Eagles are overcoming. Here's 9 on Your Side sports director Jason Barr.
It's very tough in the shortest of words.
Grant Hopkins, then Desert Christian seniors, built this baseball stadium. It's regarded by many as the nicest in southern Arizona. That was 2 years ago.
Where you see all the netting, we rented a cherry picker and the boys hung all this net themselves.
So they literally built this field?
Yes, they did.
Additions followed, like a solar-powered scoreboard. But on this day, in addition to the Eagles' uniform, they never thought they'd see.
It's a destination place to play.
And it was a destination place to coach for father and son Mike and Ryan Hanson, who turned down offers from bigger schools to assist Hopkins' Division IV Eagles. The two had a special relationship.
It's like none other that I'd ever seen before as far as a father and son.
We'd go to movies together. We'd watch, TV together. We'd go scout games together, and obviously we coached. So
to be that close is something very enviable.
He was my best friend.
I considered him a friend and a coach.
Current leadoff hitter Jacob Rawson wasn't much of a contributor to the Eagles. That is, until Ryan Hanson recognized his abilities.
I wasn't as big. I wasn't bigger than most of the guys. He helped me a lot learning the game. He taught me more than I could ever learn by myself.
Demanded just a higher performance from the boys. He wasn't okay with being just mediocre.
Hopkins credits both Ryan Hanson and his father Mike in helping the Eagles win the 2013 state championship.
Ryan had the great distinction of being the third base coach for a team that led the state in most offensive categories.
So when Ryan Hanson didn't show up for an April 2nd game with Tombstone, Jacob and his teammates were worried.
They're asking where their coach is. I had to tell them, well, he's not coming, he's still sick.
What had started out as flu-like symptoms just 3 days earlier had become a blood clot in Ryan's lung. When Mike Hanson went to check on his son, he was unresponsive. He died at the age of 34.
Went to sleep and didn't wake up. There was no trauma, no stress. Why, I still don't know.
I had to go through that game knowing that by the end of that game, I was going to have to tell them that their coach, their friend, was gone. As a coach, it's probably the toughest thing that I'll have, the words that'll ever come out of my mouth.
I was in shock. I was like, wait, what happened? I mean, I didn't really realize, that he was gone. It's the first major, really close friend that I've lost. So it's kind of hard to react.
Their hearts were just broken. He had a heart of gold. I mean, especially for the program and the boys. I miss him already. I miss him being out here.
That's what I miss. The spunk, the playfulness, the competitiveness. That's and his smile. It's very tough. Obviously, no parent wants to go through that. There are many mornings after that, that I would be upset.
Did you ever think, hey, maybe you should take the rest of the season off?
No. Ryan being as tense of a competitor that he was, there was no way he would stand for that. So I knew I had to come back out here.
We needed him and he needed us.
I needed them more than they needed me at that point. So it was comforting to get back out here, yes.
The challenge today, to play, to coach the rest of the season without Ryan Hanson. There's a patch on a uniform, a remembrance on the dirt, and a tribute on the outfield wall.
But those are just outward symbols of how they're honoring him. The inward symbols is we hustle every play, we don't take plays off, we play baseball like Ryan would have wanted us to play every single play.
Since Ryan Hanson's passing, the Eagles went undefeated in the month of April.
I would say they're very, very locked in, and a lot of it is they just aren't allowing each other to play any less.
This Friday, the Eagles open the playoffs. Desert Christian beginning an inspiring run for back-to-back state championships.
This year, I think would mean a lot more than last year.
It would mean everything. It would fulfill what I felt I have to come back out here and do this year.
It would mean a whole bunch, you know, saying that we did everything he taught us. You know, we're playing for him and that we did this for him.
I think they want to do it and say, Coach, this is for you. I think that's what they want. That's how they want to honor him.
How well are the Eagles playing right now? In their last 8 games, they've outscored their opponents 138-3.
Wow.
Yeah, on their way possibly for another state championship. This time, though, for Ryan.
I hope they get it.
Wow.
All right, Jason.
What a
thank
great
you.
group of guys.
Yeah, just like a family.
We've got a beautiful picture to show you here. Some